Alright everyone, thanks for clicking. This is Nate and Beth stopping on by for an audio review of something we just watched for the very first time by the name of...
Imaginary.
So what got you... where'd you learn about this movie?
We were on a date to see another movie. I can't remember the other movie.
The Ghostbusters one,
Oh yeah, Frozen Empire.
which we haven't reviewed yet. I came down with the situation right after,
Yeah,
which is why
the
we never reviewed
situation.
that. I don't know if we'll ever... Are we ever going to review Frozen Empire?
We could.
Maybe someday. But anyway, we were there and...
I saw the movie poster and it looked like it was now playing, and he's like, maybe another date night, but it was no longer in theater.
Well, that week it was ending, so the plan was to, bring Beth back and see Imaginary. So she's not saying it, so I'll say she thought the bear on the poster looked cute.
Yeah.
She's a stuffed animal enthusiast. I mean, I thought the bear looks cute. Cute, evil bear as well, and so I was gonna take her to see it, because at the time I thought it was coming soon or something. Little did I know it was like the last day or last couple days of it. So
Pout.
cut to weeks later or whatever, it comes out, and I saw it at a store, and they were able to price match Amazon. I'm like, I'll be a good boyfriend and I'll just surprise her with it,
Yeah.
because we were gonna see if it ever came to Peacock, and
Didn't.
I don't think it has yet, but it may in the future. Anyway, I blind bought it, and there's probably been worse blind buys than
It's
it.
PG-13.
So it's Blumhouse. Jason Blum doesn't take a break. They just constantly pumping stuff out, more or less. Not so great. What were your thoughts on this Blumhouse production, which was surprisingly only two logos, Lionsgate and then Blumhouse?
Mm-hmm. Slow start, but there's a lot of hidden tells in the movie, and if you pay attention to those, it's actually worth it.
I'm gonna say that it started like I kind of expected to, but by the end it actually turned out to be better than I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe we won't unless you want to.
I don't want to do any spoilers.
Okay, so we won't spoil it, but I will simply say the ending was bigger than I thought it would be, and went kind of interesting. It went somewhere that I didn't expect it to go.
Right. Well, it obviously opened up for a sequel, and that's about the only spoiler I'll give. Um, I I liked it. I think it's a good blind buy, and I'm really trying not to do spoilers right now. But the imagination can be a very scary place.
Honestly, compared to a lot of the stuff we've seen recently, like
Megan,
Boogeyman, Megan,
Boogeyman.
and Night Swim, this is probably on a higher tier. I think that the idea...
Oh, way better than Night Swim.
Yeah, the idea, I think, is multifaceted and the idea was kind of more complex than you normally find in one of these PG-13 Blumhouse horror movies. So, but like Beth said, it did start kind of slow, but I was fine with it. Like I don't mind the slow starts and the slow build, and I don't think Beth necessarily saw any of the trailers, but I saw
No.
a trailer, and I knew the bear more or less wasn't going to do anything. Like the bear, and if anyone's seen The Pit from the early 80s, like there's an evil bear in that, and it doesn't really do anything. It just
No
suggests...
spoilers.
Oh, Beth's giving me the look. Okay.
No spoilers.
So the bear may or may not do anything.
Ever. Okay, I gave a spoiler.
Anyway, it's not a spoiler to say the bear doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, because people may have seen the trailer. But anyway, I wasn't expecting the bear to do... I mean, even if it's just sitting there, it's fine. And I can say this because it's in the trailer, the thing under the blanket, and, the kid steps on the thing and it kind of moves towards him like that. I mean, it's simple, but
Yeah.
I think it's effective and fun, just that kind of just the bear just being spooky and this and that. I'm sorry. I'm
You're
as always.
spoiling.
Oh, Beth thinks I'm saying too much. Any others?
Well, I mean, the bear is on the picture of the
Cover.
so I guess we're not saying too much. Again, I like movies with toys and the unknown. Like Chucky, Child's Play was fun. That's another thing, but I I like I don't know, I like what they do with children's imaginations in horror movies. Like I said, the imagination can be a very scary place. You know, it had a few I don't know, I would can you say Easter eggs?
You can say whatever you want.
Well,
If I don't like it, I'll cut it out.
well, one of the scenes reminded me of Labyrinth, which I think pulled me even deeper into the story
Oh,
plot.
did you get all like small when that scene
Just a
happened?
little
Yeah,
bit.
okay,
Just
like
a little bit.
all kitty. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of Labyrinth, a little bit of Alice in Wonderland, a little bit
Well, isn't the
of.
girl's name Alice?
Hmm.
That was probably intentional, or what do we?
Probably intentional. Well, all in all, so how do we do this? The rating thing?
Oh, I usually go between 0 and 4 stars. Is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm. I would probably give it three, 3 stars.
Best gonna give it 3. I can go as high as what the hell? 2.5 out of 4. Best doing 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
It normally be 2, but I do think that the last part of the movie, like I say, it exceeded expectations and went
Uh,
somewhere.
it led it very nicely into the sequel.
And what was well, there's probably not going to be a
I think
sequel,
there's
but
gonna
all
be a
these movies
sequel.
I think pretty much have the same sequel setup ending. I don't think it's so much a sequel necessarily that they're expecting, but kind of like, well, even if this is the only one, the evil's,
The
still out
evil.
there or whatever. But yeah, what
I
was
guess
kind
that's
of,
not a spoiler.
jeez, what was kind of cool, and I think I can say this without spoiling it, is like there was a part where you thought the movie was over, and then it wasn't, and that was kind of interesting. And then maybe it wasn't, and then it was, and
That could be kind of a spoiler, but we'll leave it in.
Beth's gonna leave it in. Okay, I appreciate it, but yeah. So maybe in closing, I'll say that maybe the first, whatever 2/3 were kind of like, maybe not completely freaking amazing and kind of what I expected, but the
But
last
they
third,
dropped hints.
yeah, that's true.
You
Things
have
you
to
have
pay
to pay
attention.
attention, and things that will fill themselves out later and
Mm-hmm.
become known or whatever. And one thing I do want to say is I can say this without spoiling it because it's in the trailer and stuff. But the little girl who's got like the imaginary friend, pretty good little actress, and it was fun seeing her
Oh,
like
she's very cute.
spaz out and. I can't remember. Maybe I shouldn't play with you anymore, or whatever she says.
Child actors are kind of golden in this movie.
Okay.
I liked her. She was cute.
Then there's some kind of pill popping next door.
Oh, you are doing spoils. Stop it.
Well, Beth's not gonna let me say any more.
No more spoiling.
So, yeah, well, I think I pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I think the characters were maybe a little more fleshed out than normal. And one thing that was funny, I'll see if what Beth says about this, but the Brit dad just kind of leaves for a gig,
Oh.
and he's not important.
He's doing spoils. You need to let them watch the movie and let them make their own choice.
Well, I guess Beth's not going to let me say any more.
No more
So,
spoils. Anyway, on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I give it a solid 3 stars.
okay, what'd I say? 2.5 out of 4.
You said 2.5 out of 4.
Up until like the end started, it was a 2 for me. But then by the end of it, yeah, it's worth 2.5. So,
Well, I gave it 3 stars because it had a stuffed animal.
right, I expected, that's why I wasn't feeling like so horrible for blind buying it, because I'm like, even if the bear is freaking like fun, even if it's just sitting there, which it pretty much just, oh, never mind, spoil.
Caught yourself.
But
Good.
yeah, the bear's just fun even if it sits there. So, and I saw the kid spazzing like, maybe I shouldn't play with you anymore in the trailer. So I knew there were gonna be fun elements, but it surpassed my expectations.
I didn't know what to expect because I didn't watch
You,
any.
you didn't I yeah you didn't watch any trailer.
Nope, didn't watch any trailer. I just thought he was a cute little maniacal bear. Is it maniacal? Can I say maniacal?
No, it's too spoilerage. But I like the name too.
Chauncey.
I love the name of the bear.
That's not really spoiling it. His name is Chauncey.
That people know that. It says that on the poster, I think.
Okay, yeah, I think so. But I'm hoping that they do a sequel on this just to see where they take it.
I wouldn't hold your breath, but for your sake, I hope they. Oh shit. For your sake, I hope they do. Well, maybe that's the last you'll hear from Beth. She's holding her breath until the sequel that never comes arrives.
You'll see. Well, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, and if you've seen it, feel free to let us know what you thought. If you haven't, thanks for listening. Either way, thanks for listening.
I think it's a good movie. You guys have a great day.
Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.